Lily loved folding paper. She made cranes, frogs, and even dragons. One day she made a paper ship, but this was no ordinary ship. This ship could fly. Lily's friend Max, a tiny talking squirrel, saw the ship.
Wow, Lily, it's beautiful. Can we fly it together?
He squeaked. Lily giggled.
Of course, Max. Let's make a wish and watch it soar.
Holding the ship carefully, they closed their eyes and wished with all their might. As soon as they opened their eyes, the paper ship began to glow. It was a soft, warm light that seemed to pulse with a gentle rhythm, almost like a heartbeat. The glow was mesmerizing, casting a magical aura around the room. Lily and Max could hardly believe their eyes. They had made the ship together, folding the paper with care and whispering their wishes into its creases. Now, it seemed those wishes were coming to life. It lifted gently from Lily's hand, growing larger and larger. The ship expanded slowly at first, then more quickly, as if it were eager to fulfill its purpose. The paper seemed to stretch and unfold, transforming into something grander and more magnificent with each passing second. The intricate designs they had drawn on the paper became more detailed and vivid, adding to the ship's enchanting appearance. Soon it was big enough for them to climb aboard. Lily and Max exchanged excited glances, their hearts pounding with anticipation. They had always dreamed of adventures, and now it seemed those dreams were about to come true. They approached the ship cautiously at first, then with growing confidence as they realized it was sturdy and safe. The ship seemed to welcome them, its glow intensifying as they stepped onto its deck. Lily and Max climbed onto the ship. The deck was smooth and inviting, and they could feel a gentle hum beneath their feet, as if the ship itself were alive. They looked around in awe, taking in the beautiful details and the sense of wonder that filled the air. It was a moment they would never forget, a moment when the impossible became possible. The paper felt like the softest velvet. It was unlike anything they had ever touched before, both delicate and strong at the same time. The texture was soothing and it seemed to carry a sense of magic within its fibers. Lily ran her fingers over the surface, marveling at the sensation. Max did the same, and they both smiled, knowing they were part of something truly special. A gentle breeze filled the paper sails, and they were off. The sails billowed gracefully, catching the wind and propelling the ship forward. It was a smooth and exhilarating ride, and they could feel the excitement building with each passing moment. The breeze carried with it the scent of adventure, and they knew they were heading towards something extraordinary. The ship sailed higher and higher, past the clouds and into a sky filled with swirling colors. The view was breathtaking, a kaleidoscope of hues that seemed to dance and shimmer around them. They felt as if they were floating in a dream, surrounded by the beauty and wonder of the universe. The higher they went, the more magical the world became, and they couldn't help but feel a sense of awe and gratitude. Below, the world looked like a patchwork quilt. The fields and forests, rivers and mountains, all came together in a beautiful mosaic of colors and shapes. It was a sight that filled their hearts with joy and wonder. They could see the places they had only dreamed of visiting, and they knew that this journey was just the beginning. The world was vast and full of possibilities, and they were ready to explore it all. The ship sailed towards a range of hills that shimmered with all the colors of the rainbow. They were made of sparkling crystals.
Look, Max, the Rainbow Hills.
Lily exclaimed, pointing. Max was bouncing with excitement.
I've always wanted to see these up close.
As they flew closer, they saw tiny, fluffy creatures playing amongst the crystals. The creatures looked up, waving at Lily and Max with smiles. Next, the paper ship drifted towards a forest. The gentle current of the stream carried it forward, weaving through the roots and rocks that lined the water's edge. The forest ahead seemed to beckon with an air of mystery and enchantment. The trees here were so tall that their tops seemed to touch the sky. Each tree stood like a guardian of the forest, their branches forming a canopy that filtered the sunlight into a soft green glow. The sheer height of these trees made one feel small and humbled in their presence. The wind rustled through the leaves, sounding like whispers. It was as if the forest itself was alive, sharing ancient secrets and stories with those who were willing to listen. The leaves danced and swayed, creating a symphony of natural sounds that was both soothing and intriguing.
What are they saying, Lily? Max's voice was filled with curiosity and wonder as he looked around, trying to decipher the whispers of the forest.
Max asked, his tiny nose twitching. Lily listened closely. She closed her eyes, letting the sounds of the forest wash over her, trying to understand the messages hidden within the rustling leaves and the gentle breeze.
They're sharing secrets, Max. Secrets that have been passed down through generations of trees and creatures that call this forest home. Secrets about the sun and the moon, how they dance across the sky, bringing light and darkness in a never-ending cycle. The stars and the rain, each with their own stories to tell. The stars, twinkling like diamonds in the night sky, and the rain, nourishing the earth and bringing life to the forest.
The forest was filled with the sweet scent of flowers. Each bloom added its own unique fragrance to the air, creating a tapestry of scents that was both intoxicating and invigorating, and the chirping of unseen birds. Their songs echoed through the trees, a melody that seemed to blend perfectly with the whispers of the leaves and the rustling of the wind. Sunlight filtered through the leaves, painting dancing patterns on the forest floor. The light and shadows played together, creating a magical scene that seemed straight out of a fairy tale. It was a place where imagination could run wild, and every corner held the promise of a new adventure. Section 5. The Sparkling Crystal Cave. Suddenly, the wind stopped. The paper ship began to descend slowly towards a clearing. In the middle of the clearing was a cave, its entrance sparkling like 1,000 stars.
"This must be the Crystal Cave,"
Lily whispered, her eyes wide with wonder. Inside, the cave walls glittered with crystals of every shape and size. Light bounced off them, creating a dazzling display.
It's breathtaking.
Max whispered, his little paws clasped together in awe. As they emerged from the cave, the wind picked up. The sky, once bright and clear, had turned a menacing gray.
Uh-oh, I think a storm is coming.
The paper ship tossed and turned in the strong wind. Rain lashed down and thunder roared angrily. Lily held tight to Max, her heart pounding.
"Don't worry, Max. Our ship will keep us safe."
Just as suddenly as it began, the storm passed. The clouds parted, and the sun peeked through, painting a beautiful rainbow across the sky. The paper ship, a little damp but still strong, gently descended towards the ground. They were back in Lily's garden. Lily and Max climbed out, their fur and hair damp but spirits high. They had been on an incredible journey.
"Thank you for the ride,"
Lily whispered to the paper ship, patting its side gently. The paper ship, its magic fading, slowly shrunk back to its original size. It had been a vessel of dreams, carrying the hopes and wishes of two young adventurers. As it returned to its original form, it seemed to whisper secrets of the journeys it had taken, the places it had seen, and the dreams it had fulfilled. Lily carefully picked it up and held it close. She could still feel the warmth of their shared adventures, the laughter, and the moments of wonder. The paper ship was more than just a piece of folded paper. It was a symbol of their boundless imagination and the magic they had created together.
"You know, Max, it wasn't just the paper ship that was magical. It was the way we believed in it, the way we let our imagination soar. Every fold, every crease held a piece of our dreams. It was our belief that turned a simple paper ship into a vessel of wonder. It was our wish and our imagination that made the journey so special. We sailed across oceans of dreams, navigated through storms of creativity, and discovered islands of joy. Each adventure was unique, each moment precious, because it was crafted from the depths of our hearts and minds."
And we can go on new adventures anytime we want, just by using our imagination. The world is full of endless possibilities, and all we need to do is dream. With a little bit of paper and a lot of imagination, we can create new worlds, embark on new journeys, and live out our wildest dreams.
Lily smiled. She knew that the magic wasn't in the paper ship itself, but in the moments they had shared, the dreams they had woven, and the adventures they had embarked upon. The paper ship was a reminder that magic exists within us, waiting to be unleashed through our imagination. She knew that even though their journey was over, the magic of the flying paper ship would stay with them forever. It was a testament to the power of imagination and the beauty of dreams. As long as they believed, they could always find magic in the simplest of things, and their adventures would never truly end. As the sun began to set, Lily and Max said goodbye to the magical paper ship. They knew that it would fly again, carrying them to new and exciting adventures, as long as they held on to their sense of wonder and their belief in the power of imagination. Until then, the paper ship would rest safely in Lily's room, a reminder of the extraordinary journey they shared and the magic that lived within them. The end.